Hello everyone, Roberto here for another video review. This time we have Veganz Waffle-Crunch bar, or to give it its full name, Rice Choc Waffle-Crunch Wafer-Crunch. There's a lot of crunches in there. And in case you missed it, it is a vegan bar, vegan, and vegan at the bottom. So it is a vegan bar. I mean, I think a lot of chocolate, well, dark chocolate bars generally are vegan, but they don't usually advertise the fact because, well, I don't know really. Maybe don't feel the need or whatnot, or maybe they just don't want to put themselves through more legislation or something than they have to. I don't know, but presumably this is dark chocolate. It doesn't specifically say, but before I go into any more details, I'd like to say that thank you very much for my friend and follower on Twitter, Silly Karen. She thank you very much for this. She sent me this. She's a vegan herself, and basically, well, I think she did admit that perhaps vegan chocolate isn't the best chocolate out there generally. There is a good selection out there for people if you look hard enough, and this is one she's sent me. So my review might be slightly biased because of that, but please don't be offended, Karen, if I do say something that might be slightly negative towards it. But to be honest with you, I'm very much looking forward to this. It's really got flavours and fillings that I really enjoy from chocolate. So I guess the waffle, to look at it, you can see it looks a bit like perhaps the sort of those Dutch stroop waffles. I think caramel waffles you get and you put on top of a cup of coffee, and the heat that rises melts the caramel inside, and that tastes lovely. But I don't think they've got any caramel in there. It's just straightforward waffle. But I'm not sure. It's a difficult one. Waffles come in a few different guises, but I guess from looking at it, it's that kind of waffle. So to be honest with you, I'm very, very tempted by this. And to be honest with you, I think, I think I just generally like chocolate with crunchy insides like this, really. So I think this is right up my street. So so we'll see. So I'm just trying to see if it does specifically say dark chocolate anywhere on it. It is a German bar, by the way. Karen lives in Germany, so she sent me from over there. But but I'm quite sure, they will have a web presence. You can see it's very much in English. So if you are an English viewer, I'm sure you'll be able to get hold of it, or just order it online as well. So yes, I think Karen did send me some details as well. I did, yeah. So basically veganz.de/n for English. So I'm sure you could find it there. So, and Veganz with a Z. Okay. Yeah, so I'm just trying to see if it does say dark chocolate. So I'm quite sure it must be, but it just doesn't seem to specifically say dark chocolate. It says 40% cocoa solids or whatnot somewhere, but I'm not sure. I think perhaps it just goes without saying. I don't know. I can't. It says organic couverture chocolate with rice, drink powder and wafer pieces. So I'm not sure. I'm assuming it's dark chocolate. Okay, and it's an 80 gram bar, but it gives you per 100 grams here, so it's 4/5 of what goes into this. So perhaps I'll do a caption or something. But per 100 grams, it's 537 calories, 34 grams of fat, 21 of which are saturates. Again, I don't know why a lot of chocolate bars don't give you it just as, give you it straight. This is what the whole bar is, or whatever. I don't know. Anyway, never mind. Let's get it open. It's got a nice foil inside, actually. It's very nice. And you can see it's a 4x6 bar as well. 6 rolling 24, so 24 segments. Yeah, wow, that's a nice foil finish actually. It feels very nice actually. I like it. Can't quite describe it actually. It feels almost like clothing, to be honest with you. Yeah, it's very nice, almost like cotton or something. It's a very nice foil there. I like that a lot. Now you can see it's quite tight, so I'm going to measure it in the foil because obviously typically it would start to melt or something. So basically it's about 15.4 centimeters long, and around 7.5 wide. So yeah, give or take a millimetre because of the foil, or take a millimetre probably. Okay, so let's give it an open. Shame to rip the foil, but needs must. Okay, so there we go. It looks very similar to, it's got kind of the same design as perhaps those sort of lint chocolates you can get for, you know, slabs of chocolate. So it's got a similar design on the nose. It looks nice. So you can see, so I should have perhaps shown the underside. So you can see there's plenty of innards there. Really looks very nice, very full of crunch. And again, there you can see the crunchy bits there as well. And to be honest with you, it doesn't look like dark chocolate, so I don't know. It's very milky, that chocolate, but it does say it's got rice water. I think it says in it, so maybe that's lightened it. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe Karen will let me know. Okay, let's give it a taste anyway. So it smells nice as well. It does smell of dark chocolate though. So maybe it's just a trick of the light. I don't know. Let's see. Well, it definitely tastes of plain chocolate. It's really it does melt in your mouth very well, actually. I like it a lot, actually. Yeah, it's very it melts very nice in the mouth. Karen was saying a few of the vegan chocolates don't tend to melt very well, for one reason or another, presumably due to the ingredients, but or melt in your mouth very well because they have a various texture or whatnot. But that's very nice. I think for me, perhaps it could do with a bit more crunch. I think the crunch is very subtle in there. I think the chocolate's actually very nice. It's a very lovely chocolate, actually, especially for a dark chocolate. It's assuming it is dark chocolate. It smells very nice, and it's not overly bitter either. It's very close to being a milk chocolate, I would say. Don't get me wrong. It's still got that dark sort of plain chocolate taste, but it's nice. It's a very sort of subtle one. It's not overly bitter. Yeah, I do like that a lot. Thank you very much, Karen. It's lovely. I think for me though, it could do with more crunch in there. To be honest with you, I would have preferred it with a bit more waffly, crispy bits. They're very small. You know, I guess to look at it on the wrapper, you'd think they'd be a bit bigger. And you can see, but but they're a lot smaller than that, which is a shame. I think if they were a bit bigger and a lot crunchier, I would like that a lot more, really. Because I think, but maybe it's just more about the chocolate with this. But I don't know. It is labelled as very much a waffly crunch, and you know, it does say rice choc as well, actually, doesn't it? Rice choc. So having said all that before, so maybe that's what gives it its lighter look. But yeah, yeah, I think it's a shame really because the chocolate's great. You know, it's a really nice chocolate. Keep nibbling away at it. But I think maybe it's just not got quite enough innards for me. I think I would prefer a lot more crunch in there. You know, but I'm one of those people really generally who does prefer crunchy bits in chocolate and a lot of it. So maybe it's just my bias. But yeah, the chocolate's very nice. It's only subtle, plain or dark chocolate. So I think a lot of, you know, so I think if you're not a big fan of dark chocolate, I think you could definitely like this. And it does melt in your mouth well. It's got a nice texture to it. It's really lovely, actually, and I think don't be put off by the fact it's a vegan chocolate. If you're watching this and you're a vegan, I think this would definitely be a chocolate for you to try. It's lovely. Might have to look into other fillings or flavours or whatever that they do. Nice to taste the other ones, but I think a lot of these, I don't know. I guess I don't know if they're quite independent chocolate makers, but more lesser known chocolate makers, I guess. Maybe you would say. I don't know. That Montezuma is another one that I've been reviewing, the British chocolate company. They they just, I don't know, the fillings or flavours are just a bit too subtle for me. Maybe it's just my taste. I'm so used to extravagant, overly sweet commercial chocolates that maybe this stuff is, you know, a bit wasted on me. Perhaps, I don't know, but yeah, I think for me it could be done being filled with a lot more filling. I think I would have preferred. And it's the same with the Montezuma ones. They just don't fill it with enough flavour or give you enough flavour. It might be because it's all natural flavours and things, and in order to make it as strong as I would like, they have to sort of pump it full of chemicals or something. I don't know. So maybe it's so maybe that's what they're trying to avoid doing. I don't know. But you know, I can only go off what I particularly like. But yeah, I'm sure in this, you know, throwing a lot more crispy bits in would not be an artificial measure because it's in there already anyway. So yeah, I think for me, it just needs to be a bit more crunchy, but I do really like it anyway. But I just feel it's a bit too much like eating just plain chocolate, if you know what I mean. But that's no bad thing. It's just the fact that, you know, when I'm looking at that, I'm thinking, right, I'm going to get a load of crunch from this. I don't really get enough crunch for me, but I still think it's really nice, and I'm very impressed by the chocolate. It's one of the nicer plain chocolates I've tasted. Yeah, I do really like that. So I think a good 4 out of 5 for me, actually. Yeah, I really like it. I'd say I've probably overstated it now, but I think just a bit more crunch, and I would have. It would have definitely been a 4.5, almost a 5, I think. Yeah, I do like it a lot. Very nice. Well, thanks so much for that, Karen. It's a very beautiful bar. I shall be polishing it off very shortly. I hope you enjoyed that review, everyone. I'll say if you are a vegan, let me know what you think of this as well, if you've had it before. But yeah, definitely, you definitely don't lose out with this brand, at least anyway, because of being a vegan. I was definitely impressed with that. And it might be to do with the rice choc recipe. Putting the rice water kind of perhaps makes it a bit more of a milky chocolate. But don't get me wrong, by saying that, it is still very much plain dark chocolate taste. But no, I really like. No, it's very nice indeed. All right, well, thanks for watching us, everyone. Take care. Follow me on Twitter, subscribe, like my videos, this, that, and the other, and I'll see you next time. Thanks again for watching, guys, and thanks again, Karen. Bye.